What up, Theo? This is Cross from Oklahoma. I went to go see your show at the Tower Theater when you were here, and it was amazing.
Oh, thank you, brother. Yeah, in Oklahoma, man, it's a beautiful area over there. And one of the managers at the Comedy Store, this gentleman, Curtis Nelson, is an Oklahoman. And he's probably one of the top 60 or 70 decent men I've known. Onward.
And I'm sitting here watching this past weekend at my house, and I was just curious. You give a lot of credit to your higher power, and to be honest, you sound like, the way you talk, you sound like you believe in Jesus, you believe in God. So I was just wondering, how come you don't say God whenever you say your higher power? Or do you just not believe in necessarily God and that there is just a higher power? Anyways, man, keep doing you. Gang, gang, brother. Love you.
Gang, gang, bro. Love you back, playboy. Sometimes I say higher power. My God isn't like a real name maniac. Some gods is a real name maniac, Call me this, call me that, call me Henry, But, I believe in God, man. And I know some people don't. That's fine with me. I think God is a personal choice. And for me, I think I need a God. I don't do the best job of believing in him sometimes. I know a lot of times I do my own will, but I just think it's taking a chance, man. It's taking a chance to believe in God. To say that there's something out there, because sometimes in my brain I don't want the best for myself. As sad as that is to say, or as hard as that is to say sometimes, sometimes I don't want, I'll just either just be feeling depressed or just not good or just, I don't know, or just, sometimes I don't want the best for myself in some ways. I can't even explain it really. Sometimes it's easier for me to expect not good things to happen, because then I'll be able to say, oh, I told you so, It's easier for me to expect, to try and I don't know exactly. I know what I'm trying to say. It's just sometimes it's hard for me. It's been hard for me this past year to really connect to some of my feelings. But I believe in God, man. I believe in a higher power, and it's a God of my understanding. And I believe that you can have your own relationship with God. I believe that. And for me, I'm glad that it's there, because it's fascinating to me sometimes that even when I don't care about, sometimes when I don't care about myself, or I don't have the strength or the, it's amazing to believe that somebody does. That something out there really does want the best for me. And that, to me, that's God. I believe that God wants the best for me. And that's scary to think, really. Because a lot of my life, I think growing up, and, just in my, and I'm not feeling sorry for myself right now. I'm not being hard on myself. I'm just trying to share my feelings and talk on something. I'm not having self-pity right now. I'm just trying to share my feelings. Believing in a higher power is scary, I think. It's risky. And most of my life, I felt like God didn't care. I felt like God didn't care about me, if I'm real honest. Or it was just way easier for me to admit to myself, to say to myself, oh, God doesn't love me, God doesn't love me. But the older I get, and just the more just little blessings that I see, it could be a smile in somebody, You know, it could be somebody answering the phone when I called them, somebody who I don't even think. I don't know, man. It could be times even when I don't want to spend time with someone and I choose to because I know it's what they need. Not trying to say that in a selfish way, but just, you know, I don't even want to make the choice, be like, oh, to do that. And then something will come over me and say, oh, no, I need to do this. It's not about me. Yeah, and there's just too many of those coincidences eventually where, you know, I just have to admit that I believe that there's something out there that wants to see me, that wants me to know that it loves me. And that's, because a lot of my life I felt either unloved or unlovable. Or I just felt like I didn't care about others. I don't know. I don't know, man. A lot of it's a new relationship for me, and it's one that I'm trying to just try my best with. And I don't have any of the answers. But for me to believe that something that doesn't even know me really has always loved me, like really loved me, man, like loved me no matter what I did. You know, that's a power stronger than anything I could do. So I kind of don't know what I'm talking about, but I say my God because I think that different people have different gods. Different people have their own gods. I don't get into God fights. That's not my thing. And also I don't know, man. I have no idea, but I appreciate you calling and asking. And be good, bro. Be good out there, sometimes it's so hard for me sometimes to love somebody else, man. I'll use my care, like my ability to care about others. I use that in relationships. I've used that before as like a weapon sometimes. I've kept my care away from somebody. Even though maybe I love somebody, I kept my care. I use my care as like a weapon. Like, I would love to one day be able to be at a place where my love and care for others isn't on a scale type of basis, isn't on any type of exchange basis at all. Or that I don't I would love to be able to, I think that one day I would like to be able to love somebody no matter what. Because that's how I would like to be loved, probably by someone. And I've never really been able to do that shit. I never really have felt examples of that and stuff growing up. And look, I'm not having self-pity. I'm not fucking down in the dumps right now. I'm not being hard on myself. I'm just trying to share things that I think are things that I'm thinking about. I know I'm hard on myself a lot. People always come up to me at the show, man, don't be so hard on yourself. I know I am. Sometimes it's the only way that I've ever known to be, dog. Thank you guys for checking out this clip. And if you want to see another clip, then you can look at this clip or this clip. Either one of these. So did you pick one or are you still just watching me do this? Because this is alarming.